If you're watching this video, there's a greater reason for it. Something within you feels that we are living in a time of great transformation, a turning point that cannot be ignored. Today, I want to share something deeply special with you, December 29th. This date is not just another day on the calendar. It's a milestone that symbolizes the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new era for all the chosen ones. But here's the crucial point. This isn't just a visible change, something you can observe in the physical world. It's an intense spiritual transformation, an energy that is already shaping our lives in unexpected and profound ways. December 29th is like a direct signal from God, a message echoing through the universe, telling us that something extraordinary is about to happen. Perhaps you've already felt it, a premonition, a restlessness, or that deep sense that something very important is approaching. But if this hasn't become clear to you yet, don't worry. This video will help you understand, and more importantly, it will prepare you to embrace this change. So now I ask you, are you truly ready for what's to come? Is your soul prepared to take the next step? I believe it is. After all, if you've made it this far, if you're watching this message, it's because your essence already knows that this is a moment of preparation. The end of a cycle is not just a closing. It's an opportunity, a door opening to something greater, something that will align you even more deeply with the purpose you were destined to fulfill. So I want you to prepare yourself, because what we're about to explore today is not just anything. We're going to dive into truths that might change the way you see this moment we're living in. But before moving forward, I want to pause and ask, where are you watching this video from? For me, this connection we're creating here goes far beyond the words I'm sharing. It's a spiritual bond that unites us, no matter where we are. Leave a comment below with your city, your experiences, and how you're feeling about this moment we're all living through. And of course, if you're not yet part of our community, make sure to subscribe to the channel right now. This is only the beginning of something much greater, something that you, I, and all the chosen ones are about to experience together. December 29th, a day of deep transformation. December 29th is not just another ordinary day on the calendar. It is a spiritual milestone charged with an urgent and profound call from God, a date that transcends what the eyes can see and the ears can hear. This day represents much more than the end of a cycle. It is the opening of a portal to something new, a fresh start that has the potential to radically change the course of your life. Something grand is about to happen, and for those who are paying attention, the sign has already been given. God is calling us to transformation. Not a superficial change, but a transition that stirs the deepest parts of our souls and our purpose. Perhaps you've already started to feel it, an energy that seems to grow stronger with each passing day. Small signs around you that suddenly are becoming impossible to ignore. Maybe it's a shift in your emotions, a deep questioning, or a sense that something greater is approaching. And let's be honest, it's getting harder to close your eyes to all of this, isn't it? Something is moving within you, and something even greater is moving in the world around us. This spiritual transition is no coincidence, nor is it something we can ignore. It's happening to align us, to reconnect us with the divine, and to prepare us for something extraordinary. But now, I ask you, have you stopped to reflect on why you are here, living in this exact moment? I firmly believe that if you are hearing these words, it is no accident. You have been called. You have been chosen to be here, to live through and participate in this unique process of change. Your soul is already preparing to cross this portal, even if you don't yet fully realize how. December 29th is more than a date. It is a divine opportunity, an invitation to leave behind everything that no longer serves you, to listen to God's voice, and to align your life with the purpose for which you were created. And I must remind you, the changes that come with this transformation may be challenging, even intense, but they also bring rewards that only those who are ready will be able to experience. The question now is not whether you will face these changes, because they will come. The question is, how will you prepare? Are you ready for this journey? I believe you are, because what lies ahead is not for everyone. It is for the chosen ones, for those who have the courage to listen, to act, and to transform. The choice is in your hands. How will you cross this date that promises to change everything? Spiritual preparation, small steps for great transformations. Now that we understand the significance of December 29th and what it truly symbolizes, we need to talk about something essential: your spiritual preparation. What will happen on this day won't simply fall into your lap without effort. Spiritual transformation is an active journey, and it all begins with the awakening of your consciousness. You've probably realized by now that this isn't about something superficial or limited to the physical world. No, what we're talking about here is a deep inner shift. A change that will only be possible if you align yourself with divine energies and open your heart to receive what's coming. But here's the truth: spiritual preparation requires action. It's not enough to have good intentions or to repeat empty words. You need to act. You need to live in alignment with the signs God has been sending into your life. Deep down, your soul already feels that the moment is approaching. So I ask you, what are you doing to prepare for this transition? Preparation can begin with something as simple, yet as powerful, as listening to your inner voice. God is speaking to you all the time, but are you paying attention? Or are the noises of the world still drowning out that connection? Think carefully. When was the last time you paused to listen to your intuition? Too often, we are so consumed by the worries of daily life that we completely ignore the signs. But now is the time to stop, take a deep breath, and align yourself with what's to come. And part of this preparation involves letting go of what no longer serves you. I know this can be scary, because often releasing what holds us back means abandoning old patterns of thought, letting go of limiting behaviors, or even leaving behind relationships that no longer align with our spiritual journey. But I need to ask you, are you ready to let go of what is holding you back? Yes, it can be hard, but this release is essential for you to become light and open to the new cycle, because you cannot hold on to the past and embrace the future at the same time. Moreover, spiritual preparation requires a key ingredient: faith. Faith is not just believing that something good might happen. Faith is trusting completely that God has a divine plan for you, even if you can't yet see all the details. Faith is walking toward the unknown with the certainty that you are being guided. You don't need to have all the answers right now. No one does. But trusting that you are on the right path is one of the most powerful steps you can take on this journey. So my question for you is simple, yet profound. Are you willing to prepare yourself for the new cycle that is coming? This transformation won't be easy. It will require courage, letting go, and determination. But at the same time, it will be incredibly beautiful. And here's the most important point. Those who are prepared, the chosen ones, will not only go through this change, but they will live it in its fullness. Are you ready to take the first steps? Because the transformation has already begun. Now it's your turn to say yes to the new that God is preparing for you. Spiritual portals and opportunities. The time to act is now. Let's dive into a deeply transformative concept that is crucial for your awakening: spiritual portals and opportunities. Spiritual portals are not just simple coincidences or fleeting moments. They are divine invitations, temporary openings that offer you the chance to change the course of your life in a definitive way. These are moments filled with meaning, where the choices you make hold the power to transform your destiny. But here's something we need to understand. These portals don't stay open forever. They are temporary and often unique. Now, think with me. How many times have you felt like something special was about to happen? As if the universe was aligning perfectly to offer you a grand opportunity. These moments, these signs, are spiritual portals. And what happens if you don't walk through them? What happens if you're distracted or hesitant when they appear? Unfortunately, many people miss these opportunities because they are too caught up in the distractions of daily life, or worse, because they fail to recognize how important these moments truly are. This is the time to wake up. Now is the time to pay attention to the signs the divine is sending you. These spiritual portals are not just open doors, they are invitations to step into a new level of consciousness, purpose, and connection. And here's the truth. December 29th is one of those portals. This day marks the beginning of an entirely new cycle, but you must be ready to walk through it. The question isn't just about recognizing that the portal exists. The real question is, will you act while it's open? Right now, you might be feeling that something is shifting in your life, that a different kind of energy is taking shape. But if you don't take charge of your spiritual journey and take the necessary steps, the portal may close, and with it, the opportunity for transformation. Spiritual portals are not crossed by accident. They require action, faith, and courage. And now is the time to act. What do you need to do to be ready for this opportunity? This is the moment to reflect deeply on your choices, on the steps you've been taking so far. Are you truly prepared to align yourself with this new phase that's approaching? Or have you been waiting, hoping the portal will open again at another time? Here's a truth that might be uncomfortable. Time is running out. Portals don't wait. They appear when the universe sees that you're at a crossroads, ready to decide whether to move forward or stay where you are. Now, let me ask you, what opportunities have you ignored or let slip by because of fear or insecurity? Don't let fear paralyze your spirit. Don't let uncertainty keep you from living what the divine has planned for you. This is the call. This is the moment. The portal is before you, and now it's up to you to walk through it. What will you choose? The consequences of ignoring the divine call. Have you ever stopped to think about what might happen if you ignore a call as powerful as the one God is making right now? December 29th is not just another date. It marks a point of spiritual transformation, and with it comes a choice: to listen to the divine call or remain trapped in old cycles that lead nowhere. But what happens when we choose to ignore these signs? God, in His infinite mercy, continually gives us opportunities to grow, evolve, and align with the purpose we were created for. However, when we fail to heed these signs, we drift further and further away from our true mission. Here's the truth. Ignoring the call doesn't just leave us stagnant. It traps us in repetitive cycles, patterns of behavior and thoughts that drain our energy, leaving us spiritually depleted and emotionally exhausted. Think of it as building a house on a weak foundation. At first, everything seems stable. But over time, cracks begin to appear, and eventually, the structure collapses. Ignoring the divine call works the same way. At first, it may seem like everything is fine, but eventually, the consequences become unavoidable, and they can be painful. What does this mean for you? It means that continuing to live on autopilot, ignoring the signs of the divine, is like living without direction, without purpose. You feel the weight, the dissatisfaction, the sense that something is missing, but you can't figure out why. This happens because your soul knows it is disconnected from the path it's meant to follow. Spirituality is not optional for those who want to grow. It's a necessity. The divine is always calling us, guiding us towards something greater. But only those who are attentive to the messages can recognize the portals and opportunities that lead to a life of alignment and fulfillment. And what happens if you don't act? You risk losing a unique opportunity. Spiritual portals don't stay open forever. And December 29th is one of those moments when God is extending His hand and saying, "This is the moment. This is your call." Now the choice is in front of you. Will you respond to the call or remain stuck in old patterns? If you choose to ignore it, the consequences will be clear. Being stuck in repetition with no progress as the signs become harder and harder to ignore. And when opportunities close, the cost of regret becomes much higher. Being ready requires commitment. This means letting go of what no longer serves you, releasing the chains of the past and the habits that distance you from the purpose God has for your life. Being ready means aligning your life with the divine will and trusting that this new cycle will be the bridge to something far greater. So let me ask you, are you ready to listen to the divine call? Are you willing to make the decisions necessary to prepare for this transformation? Don't wait until it's too late. Time is running out, and these opportunities won't stay open forever. Awakening to the new reality. We've now reached a pivotal moment. We're not just talking about individual changes, but something much greater. December 29th marks a transition into a new spiritual reality. What does this mean? We are living in a time of accelerated shifts in the planet's energies. It's as if the universe is pulling us toward a higher dimension of consciousness, a place where our connection with God, with the divine, and with our own spiritual essence becomes deeper and clearer. But this transition isn't something that happens by chance. It's a call that demands us to awaken to this new reality. For many, the signs of this transition are already clear. Perhaps you felt something different, a discomfort, a restlessness, or even a change in how you see the world around you. For others, this awakening is still to come. But the truth is, this new reality is already knocking at the door, and the key to entering it is awakening. Have you noticed that something is changing within you? Perhaps you've realized that old habits no longer make sense, that certain behaviors, thoughts, or even people no longer align with who you're becoming. This isn't a coincidence, it's a sign. This new reality is calling you to leave behind what no longer serves you and embrace a new way of living, one that is more aligned with your purpose and with the energies of the universe. But to do this, you must be awake. Are you ready for this transition? Awakening isn't something that happens overnight. It's a process that begins when you decide to open your spiritual eyes and recognize the signs around you. If you already feel that something is shifting in your life, now is the time to act. Don't ignore what your heart and intuition are trying to tell you. This new reality isn't just a spiritual concept. It's a real transformation, and it's happening now. The question is, are you ready to step through this portal and awaken to this new reality? Maybe you're feeling something different. A restlessness, a discomfort that can't be ignored, as if something is out of place. Or perhaps you've started to question old beliefs, patterns of life that once seemed normal and acceptable. If this is happening to you, pay attention. This is a clear sign that you're preparing for something greater, change. As December 29th approaches, more and more people will begin to feel this inner calling, a calling to awaken, to embrace a new spiritual reality. But here's a warning. This transformation won't happen automatically. It requires conscious awakening. And what does it mean to awaken? It means going beyond what your eyes can see. It's about looking deeply within yourself and understanding that you are not just flesh and bone. You are a soul with a higher purpose, a divine plan designed especially for you. Yet, so often we get so caught up in the distractions of the world, so consumed by daily problems, that we forget who we truly are. We forget to connect with the divine essence that resides within us. And it is this awakening that will prepare you. It will prepare you to cross the spiritual portals that will open, to embrace the transformation being offered in this new cycle. Now ask yourself, are you willing to awaken? Awakening requires courage. Being ready for this new reality is not simple. It means releasing old beliefs. It means leaving behind the limitations that the past has placed on you. And most importantly, it means opening your eyes and your soul to the universal truth. This truth can be challenging because transformation is never easy. It demands that you face the pain of letting go of what no longer serves you. But trust me, what is coming is greater, grander, and more meaningful than anything you've ever experienced. This change doesn't come from the outside in. It is born within you. It is the reflection of a soul that has decided to align itself with the highest spiritual forces. And what is coming? December 29th is far more than just a date. It is the key. It is the portal to a new reality, a cycle of clarity, wisdom, and purpose. But remember, the decision to step through this portal is yours. For those who have prepared, who have listened to the signs, and who have chosen to act, this day will mark the beginning of a new life. A life where spiritual awareness will be stronger, where decisions will be made with clarity, and where the true purpose will finally be revealed. Who are the chosen ones? The chosen ones are not simply those with extraordinary spiritual gifts or mystical abilities. The chosen ones are those who are willing to listen to the call. They are those who follow the light, who hear the voice of God, and who act according to the signs they receive. The chosen ones are those who know they are here with a greater mission. And you, my friend, perhaps already know this. Perhaps, throughout your life, you have felt this connection to something greater. A force that has guided you, even in the most difficult moments. Even when everything seemed lost, something always held you, lifted you, and showed you the way. The path of the chosen ones. Let's be honest, the path of the chosen ones is not easy. It is a path filled with challenges, but it is also a path of purpose. Every choice you make now will determine how your experience in this new cycle will unfold. If you choose to cling to old patterns, you will remain lost in the shadows, the confusion, the chaos of the world. But if you choose to align yourself with the divine light, what awaits you is a journey of spiritual growth, clarity, and fulfillment. So ask yourself, am I ready to cross this portal? Am I willing to leave behind everything that holds me back and align myself with the purpose God has for me? The choice is yours, and the time to act is now. The new cycle and the journey of the chosen ones. December 29th is not just a date. It marks the beginning of a new phase, a unique opportunity to awaken to your true potential. It is a call to leave behind what no longer resonates and to embrace the purpose that God has laid out for your life. Now, more than ever, the time has come to take responsibility for your spiritual journey. This new cycle demands a profound shift in mindset. It is no longer just about you, but about the impact your light can have on the world. You have been called to be an example, to share the wisdom you carry within you, to inspire and lead others toward awakening. Every step you take toward your spiritual purpose is another step closer to fulfilling the divine mission entrusted to you. So don't look back. Look forward with faith, confidence, and determination. December 29th is just the beginning. The journey of the chosen ones will not be easy, but it will be glorious. It is filled with challenges, but also with spiritual rewards that transcend any human understanding. Now, you need to decide, are you ready to embark on this new journey? Are you willing to cross the portal and live in alignment with your true spiritual essence? This journey will be transformative. It will be challenging, but also deeply liberating. Embrace the role of the chosen one that you were called to fulfill. Embrace your spiritual mission with courage and surrender. The future is brighter than you can imagine, and the transformation is already underway. An invitation to the community of the chosen ones. If this message resonated with you, don't wait any longer. Subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell to be informed about new content. Want to take an even deeper step? Consider becoming a member of the channel to gain early access to videos, join a closer-knit community, and receive exclusive benefits. The spiritual journey is so much richer when traveled together. Together, we can grow, learn, and walk this path with more wisdom, strength, and support. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep shining your light and living your mission.